Namaste, my dear friends, my dear gods, and my dear masters. Thanks to Pitama Patriji, Pyramid World Foundation, PSSM. And thanks to all of you for joining into 21 ITP Batch 11. Every day we all read books together, we listen to concept together, we meditate together, we grow spiritually together. Anything and everything we do in the group is very powerful and it is also a smooth journey. Today, let us understand about the word intuition once again. There's a beautiful concept today comparing the intuition with the music symphony. Today title is Intuitive Harmony, the Symphony of Inner Listening Your Mood. This is a very important concept because the very essence of PSSM and the very essence of all the teachings of spirituality is be a master and become a master. If you want to become independent, if you want to be a master, you should learn to listen to your soul, to your intuitions. Let us look into the concept. Let's start listening. In the vast orchestra of our lives, every moment is a note and every experience a melody. Each and every moment is like a musical note. And after memories, we get experiences. Those are called melodies. And intuition stands out as a conductor. Conductor is a guy who conducts the entire orchestra, who stands and waves the stick, and then the orchestra performs according to his movements. Similarly, our intuition stands out as a conductor of our life. It's a beautiful comparison of intuition and the music orchestra. The conductor guides on the rhythm and the flow, ensuring every piece is aligned in perfect harmony. But the magic happens when we learn to listen. The soul is speaking, the intuitions are coming, but are we listening? So this guy is the conductor. He conducts the entire orchestra. The intuition also works like him. Just as the conductor senses the need for each instrument entry and guides them. There may be 100 instruments. But just with a stick wave, the musician looks at the conductor. When he points, then the musician sings, plays. He helps us to navigate to the melodies of life. Our intuition helps us. It directs when to move forward, when to pause, when to join the course. My life is 100% intuitive. When to do, when not to do, which direction to move, what to do, what not to do, everything. My soul guides accordingly. I live my life. Today morning, I was reading about some quotes. And one quote, what I read is from Albert Einstein. He said, if there is something truth, then that is following the intuition. Everything else is false. Such a beautiful quote. So the role of the intuition is like a conductor of a symphony music. The silent gestures, In my childhood, I was in a band, and when I see this picture, I remember my first music teacher. So during the session, we all look at him, not the audience. We all look at him and the stick which he has in the hand. When he looks at us, pointing someone, and with just a small silent gesture, we play, and when he moves away the stick, we stop. It is such a beautiful experience, and I have undergone that. The small gestures of a conductor, the whole orchestra will flow. Similarly, intuition often speaks in whispers, in deep silence, in small whispers, silent nudges. We get the prompts to take which particular path or decisions in our life. It won't be visible very big and loud. Intuition always are very sensitive. Just like a small gestures. So we must be always aware and alert to get the notations from our intuition. The silent gestures, often we get it. Yes or no, now or later, proceed or stop, up or down. The guidance our soul gives us will be like a silent gestures of a music conductor. Learn the art of listening. First thing is we have to tune any musical instrument. I play santoor, and this is the one instrument which has the most strings of any other instrument. It has more than 100 strings. Before I have to perform, I have to ensure I need to tune all the 100 strings. And even if one goes out of tune, the whole melody is lost. And imagine in the orchestra, there's so many musicians and so many instruments, and everybody has to tune according to one pitch, one scale. It can be a C scale, D scale, or D sharp. In Buddha Purnima, when I was in the stage, the musicians told me that they all are going to play in the D scale. So I ensured my instrument also is in the D scale. And we all took almost 15 minutes of everybody to turn on a tanpura and check all the strings are according to the tune. Only then the orchestra begins. Similarly, when we practice meditation, when we are in the mindfulness, we tune our inner self better so that we will start listening to the intuitive voice. Without tuning, if you play an instrument, you may not get the best output, you may not get the best music. And similarly, if you don't tune your inner to that frequency, to that pitch where the soul is speaking, we have to listen, similar to our FM radios. We have to tune to that particular frequency so that the music is captured. And when we do meditation, our inner is tuned according to the pitch, and then we start hearing the intuitive voices. What a beautiful comparison. Tuning in. Second is the silencing the audience. If there is a music orchestra, if there is external noises, distractions, judgments, sounds, then the whole music melody is lost. It's like a restless audience. Sometimes I watch videos where some musicians play in the marriage parties. I would hate to listen there because more than music, the noise will be more from the crowd. It's a disrespect to the music, according to me. When music is played in with meditation or when the music is listened with silence, that is where the music is given importance. The music actually is heard there. Similarly, in order to listen to our intuition, the mind should be quiet, not like a restless audience. The mind should settle down, absolutely still, silent. Then you can catch your intuition voice. You must calm down your fears, set aside all preconceived notions, judgments. Unnecessary things should go away. Restlessness should come down. The mind should be calm, just like a silent auditorium. Then every note of the music instrument can be heard. If the mind is in chaos, the mind is chattering, there's a confusion, lot of noises, then the voice of the intuition cannot be heard as it is. Many ask me, sir, I'm getting a message. Is it coming from the mind or intuition? We are confused. You must absolutely silence the mind. It should be like a still water. Then you will start listening to the intuition crystal clear. Whenever I get any intuitive message, it will be always crystal clear, absolutely 100%. Because my mind is never in restlessness, it is always calm. We have to practice. We have to tell our mind, just be calm, quiet. It listens. With meditation, it listens. Interpreting the music. We get intuition messages, yes. But how do we interpret? We may wrongly interpret. And there are two examples, beautiful examples here. One is intuitive resonance. There are certain ragas when we play, it absolutely resonates with emotions. There are particular ragas when I play, people have cried. The emotions comes out. Because those notes triggers the emotions. Similarly, when we take certain decisions or paths with resonance with our inner self, when you take a decision or when you go in a path in the life, you must observe your feelings. If the feeling says it is right, follow. It is like a proper harmonious chords. Dissonance and growth. Sometimes we hear music and we feel discomfort. The same thing, when we take some decisions or when we journey in a path, we may feel uncomfortable. There we can retreat. Or you can take it as a challenge from a news perspective and go. That is up to you. Few days ago, when I played the crystal bells, I told there may be some disturbances. Few felt disturbances, few felt very deep. Sometimes the discomfort is not always wrong because it may be some discomfort which is coming from our inside. We should not judge so quickly. So here the point is, if you feel something is not right, when you walk in a path or take a decision, retreat back or see if it is actually helping you to cross something from a news perspective. Both are possibilities. Practice makes perfect. Regular rehearsals are very important for any musician. We keep practicing, we attune, and attune. Similarly, regular meditation sessions are like rehearsals for any musician. It strengthens the connection with our intuitive self. Every day you must meditate so that you are always in tune with your soul. Then you get intuitiveness. Meditating one day, meditating not few days. It's like a musician practicing few days and not. Many years ago, when I was learning sitar, my music teacher used to tell me, if you don't practice for one day, you will know when you're playing in the stage, you will know that there is something wrong. If you don't practice for 2 days, the experts will know that you are not practicing well. If you don't practice more than 3 days, even the audience will know that your practice did not go well. So we will be out of tune if we don't practice. Similarly, in the meditation, if you don't practice, you will be out of tune. And there's no question of getting the intuitions. You may give 1,000 reasons why you did not meditate, but find one reason to meditate. When you are not able to meditate for a day, remember, it is like you are going to be out of tune. Second is trusting the process. No musician has become great overnight. No symphony can be played overnight. It's a journey. We must keep on practicing. We must keep on practicing, performing, practicing, and performing. Over the time, it's a journey. It's not a destination, it's a journey. With patience and practice, like music becomes very clear. Every time I play, even I see how much I am becoming more clear, how my music is becoming more melody. Similarly, with the more we meditate, we become more clear, we become more perfect. But patience and practice is most important. The first thing is regularity, second is patience. So that is the concept for today. Music and intuition. What a beautiful comparison concept today. Very easy for us or anybody to understand. We must tune ourselves. This whole body is like an instrument for the soul. The musician is the soul. The human body is the instrument. Unless until this body is properly tuned, how will the soul be able to experience everything? When you are too much with the mind, it is like the instrument with loosened strings are totally out of sync. The melody won't be fine. Meditation will tune us. Each and every nadis, each and every cells, each and every chakra, each and every thought. Meditation will prepare your body. Then the soul plays the music through this body. When you learn to live with intuition, setting aside the mind, not comparing ourselves with anybody at any cost, when we start working, believing, trusting the process, removing the fear, then you live like a Buddha. Then you live like a master. And remember, trust the process. It is going to take time. But withstand, you will win it. Thank you, my dear friends.